Welcome to the Bellingham-Whatcom County League of Women Voters interviews of candidates for the Charter Review Commission. The League is a nonpartisan organization. We never support or oppose a party or a candidate. My name is Jan Cottrell, and my guest is Mary Kay Robinson, who is running for the Charter Review Commission from District 2. We are asking all the candidates 3 questions. Each candidate has 2 minutes to answer each question, and the answers are timed. This video of candidate Robinson's responses will remain on the League of Women Voters website until after the elections on November 5th, 2024. Candidate Robinson, thank you very much for agreeing to this interview and for seeking to serve in public office.
Thanks for asking. Happy to be here.
It's excellent. Our first question is, what should voters know about you that differentiates you from the other charter review candidates in your district?
Well, I've lived here a long time, 37 years. I was originally born and raised in Wisconsin, but moved here not that long after college. Lived here a long time. The bulk of my career, I was in banking. I was a mortgage lender and then spent a lot of time in bank management. And I've been a realtor for some time. So I've been in the real estate industry over 30 years. So what I think I can bring to the table is I'm very comfortable and used to reading legal documents, analyzing financials, the legal documents of a real estate transaction, because as a realtor, we practice law in a very narrow field. So words are important. How things are structured are important. So I feel comfortable with that. I also have been a strong advocate for housing, and I've testified over the years for the city and county councils on policies relating to housing and the supply of housing, the availability of housing, which I think having housing options is what creates strong community. And if we have policies that support that, then we have vibrancy, we have energy, we have opportunity for everyone to have, a wonderful home and a thriving community. So that's what I think I bring to the table. I like to be a part of that. And I think the background that I have would lead to great questions so that we can clarify and then decide on policies moving forward.
Thank you. The second question is, polls show Americans are frustrated with polarization in political dialogue. Tell us about an experience in which you worked effectively with someone with a different approach, different values, or different goals.
Question. You get together with family and everybody has different ideas, right? And quite frankly, we all want the same thing. Really, we want, strong families, we want thriving communities, we want successful businesses, we want a healthy environment, we want, things to run smoothly, health, safety, all those kinds of things. Everybody wants the same thing. How we get there is typically where the differences lie. So being able to have that conversation with family, about those differences, we can have that dialogue, and we do that. But you know what? At the end of the day, I still love my family. I love, the different extended family members, and we hug at the end when we leave. And I think if we approach it from the standpoint that we all really share the same values and we want the same thing, the devil's in the details, of course, and just talking about, well, what about this? Well, what has been the data that has supported that? Well, what kind of experiences have there been? I think that's a better way to do that versus being a strict ideologue. That's not what I do. I like to analyze what it is, what's effective, what has this happened elsewhere, what have been the results. Do we take a little bit of this and a little bit of that? Maybe that would be a better approach. Oftentimes there's examples elsewhere that we can follow and or learn from so that we can advance a policy directive.
Thank you. Your final question is, what issues would you focus on during the charter review process if elected?
I don't have an issue per se. I'm not an ideologue. I'm an independent thinker. So I prefer to come in with an open mind and read what's actually there, ask questions, because I think half the battle is asking questions, because then the questions reveal additional information or clarification. If I can ask questions, then I can get more to the heart of the issue and just understand the ramifications of that, of what those policies are. So I like to approach it uh, from an analyst standpoint, reviewing the information, uh, considering other examples of where something's happened. And I don't believe that we should go into this with, I'm going to make this one thing happen. I don't think that's smart. I think we need to just consider all the options and ask questions of fellow commissioners, charter review commissioners on the panel, and hash it out. That's how best policy is when we are able to debate that and consider the pros and cons of all that stuff. So yeah, I'm not a single issue gal, nor do I have an ideology per se. Um, as far as the charter review, I just want Bellingham to be a healthy, thriving, vibrant community where people can achieve the American dream. You know, if they want to own a home or start a business, or their kids can walk down to the park in safety. That's what I want for a community.
Thank you very much. So our final remarks are, once again, thank you for giving the public this insight into your views and values. And for the viewers, please don't forget to vote by November 4th.
Great, thank you.
Well, ballots must be sent, ballots must be by mail, must be postmarked by that date, and ballots placed in drop boxes must be submitted by 8 p.m. that day. For more information, please see votewa.gov.